I would love to start there or continue starting there. The Confessions
Sure.
of a Mean Girl. Is that what
Confessions of a Former Mean Girl.
Confessions of a Former Mean Girl. So that's also significant to me because I think one of my biggest turning points in my life was when I got bullied in high school on my baseball team. So it's different. It was with men. And I don't know if that is part of this speech or part of the message. But I have been bullied by mean boys at a young age. What does a mean girl mean to you? And how did you, I'm imagining that means right off the bat that you used to be a mean girl and you no longer are. Can you take us through that evolution a little bit real quick?
Sure. Yeah. I tell some stories in my talk that I am unable to share until the talk comes out, but I'm going to tell you a little bit. I myself was also a mean girl tremendously. I mean, I feel for you. I feel for all of us that have been through these bullying experiences. The Center for Disease Control states that between 20 and 30% of children are bullied in schools. So it's no joke. And if you have any interest, in fact, it was really interesting during my speech. I got to do a lot more during my speech writing. I too, like JP, started fighting that creative process. I'm like, you guys are taking me out of my flow. What do you mean I have to record this for you? What do you mean you're going to edit it? But one benefit to all of that was that I did a lot more research than I ever had on bullying and the types of bullying and how many people turn into bullies because they've been bullied, or how many people are getting bullied in the workplace. So it's real interesting research that's out there. For me, I grew up, my first neighborhood that I was in, I had so many friends, girls and boys. It was one of those neighborhoods, and things were different when we were little. I'm 40 now. So when we were little, we could just leave our houses and roam around the neighborhood and go miles away, and our parents didn't worry about us until the cowbell rang or until somebody whistled or somebody, and you had to come back in for dinner. So I had just this tremendous amount of friends. And when we were in sixth grade, my parents moved us, all of us, to a different high school, to be in a better high school. And we moved just close enough to that high school to be able to afford it. I grew up very middle class. And I never fit in after that point in sixth grade. I remember getting there and not really being accepted by the popular girl in the popular crew in sixth grade. I tried to be friends with them. I found myself bouncing around a lot and ended up having some really vicious things happen through high school and even college. And yes, I think when once we learn often what not to do, the only thing we know to survive is to start doing the same thing. And I have studied this with women more than I have men. I also think that men often have an easier way of getting over things and getting through your hiccups in your relationships than women do. You guys are like, you'll get in a fight and you'll wrestle around and you'll punch each other and then you'll go shoot hoops and everything's cool. And we women don't do that. We hold grudges for the rest of our lives.
This boy and girl are going to be well equipped when the time comes to take their places as worthy members of adult society.